Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the PDL podcast. I'm joined by Scrafty,
Hello.
McFeeds,
Hi.
and Fortress.
Yo.
And obviously, as you can see, we're going to do season 11 regular season review and playoffs. So let's get straight into the standings, yeah? So, what is our biggest standout here?
Personally, Nezumi number 2 in Sapphire or Spoob number 1 in Pearl. Or no, I take it back. I take both of those back. It's Cobb number 2 in Ruby.
Cobb number 2 and Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
wasn't
actually
was
totally agree with you. Like,
so it wasn't
completely.
Cobb like 1 in 6 last season and then like 2 in 5 the season before that. Like he's struggled, and I think a lot of it was draft rather than gameplay. Like he had some weird drafts.
Mhm.
So I'm glad he's finally having a good season, but I definitely didn't have him on my bingo card to make playoffs, let alone be a second seed.
I even think his draft was weird this season. He just made it work. As for
No, I mean,
Go ahead.
Feeds hit all of it. I thought Nezumi did a really good job of like a draft I didn't think was very good. So that's probably my pick, but I'm kind of biased because it's my group.
Yeah, bro, that guy took. What did he take from me? Ursaluna. Oh, that guy.
I think
Yeah,
the only other one I'd shout out is Kaora and Dory making playoffs after starting the season 0-2.
I mean,
And like they lost to, I think it was like bottom teams. Like it wasn't like they were losing to Easton or losing to Spoob.
right. Honestly,
Another quick shout out: is this Major's first time making playoffs?
I think it is.
No, he made it last season, I think, right?
Okay.
Oh, did he?
He either made it. Has he played 2 seasons or 3
I think he's
seasons
played
now?
3.
It's
yeah.
3 seasons. He started the same time as me.
Yeah, I think
did
he's
he make
someone
season 9 or low tier? I don't remember. Which one did he make? I know he made a playoffs before that, if I'm not mistaken.
He did not make it in season 9.
Maybe it was season 10. Somebody could check that for me.
Season
Yeah,
9,
I can pull it up.
Major didn't do that good.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That was.
maybe
I
I'm just
remember
wrong.
starting.
I think my bold prediction was for him was to finish second behind Scrafty,
Yeah.
and he beat Scrafty, but he didn't finish.
Yeah, the
second.
Scrap. That was your only loss, right? He brought like some mega
Yeah.
heat into you and just cooked you.
Yeah. He did do that. Thank you for bringing that up. But
He went.
Yeah.
He went 4-3 in season 10 and missed playoffs on tiebreakers.
That's
and in
probably why I thought he made
season
playoffs.
9, he went 3-4 and missed playoffs by 1 game.
That's probably why I thought he made playoffs, was the tiebreakers. I don't know. I think Major, with the trades he made to get Iron Crown, he significantly improved his draft. I really like his team now, and I think he's growing as a player the more seasons we play. So I think he's a guy to watch out for in playoffs. But when we get to the bracket, I think we'll see that his matchup is probably unwinnable, unfortunately. So, poor guy. Anything else?
Fireman not making playoffs. Thunder not making playoffs.
Okay.
Well, Thunder's draft was kind of interesting.
Complete ass. Like
I think we all know. We all know.
Firemen are not making playoffs with one of the best drafts in the league.
I mean, I had it rated as my number 1, but that's because I came into the season going, I'm going to draft Terapagos, and Fireman's draft was almost 1-1 for one of my Terapagos plans.
He had double redirection. He had Dragapult. He had Cryo Tailwind and Tornadus.
Yeah, my checklist for building a Terapagos team was you need a redirector that resists fighting, and you need Tailwind, and he had both.
Yeah.
Like he had some of the best Pokemon for both.
It is unfortunate, but shit happens. We all have our seasons.
I think Sean's season was kind of funny. I think his 2 wins are against me and Thunder, I think.
Bro.
Yeah, he got your Iron Hands.
He grabbed a Hoopa from someone.
Who
I
had
think
Hook
that was
on down?
Sanserino. I think it
Okay.
was
Sanserino's.
Sanserino.
Was it Sensory? Oh yeah, it was Sensorino.
Okay. Never mind. It's not Thunder then. It's Sanserino. Still kind of funny.
Chong Fartmo, man. How can I make fun of you more? I don't think I physically can. I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
really like his draft. What didn't he miss point on draft day for me for some other commander? I don't remember.
Yeah, he wanted Pikachu,
Oh, that's right.
but he had to take me out because he didn't realize Dreamtail cost 1 more point than he thought it did.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I feel that. Unfortunate. All right, moving on. Your top drafts for each group and how they did. I think Stage was the most disappointing with his draft.
I think that's crazy when I can read the very next line.
Okay, but okay. But riddle me this, Batman. Has Feeney made playoffs before?
I think so. Feeney's played a lot of seasons, and Feeney's had a lot of like good drafts. I think Feeney's 4th seeded at some point.
I feel like he's
Not
just like
consistently made playoffs, but
I don't know. Obviously his draft was like crazy, but I don't know. As a player,
I think the Through the Generation season he actually made playoffs because he had the Urshifu Water team that was pretty crazy.
oh yeah. Can we never have that Pokemon like draftable ever again? That'd be nice.
I mean, if it's
No.
in Champions, it'll be in next season.
Oh boy.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Chris,
Can't wait to use that.
there's no way you're asking me to allow Mega Zeraora, but we're banning Urshifu.
Yo, one of them hits through Protect. I'm just saying. The
Yeah,
other
one of them has what, 170 attack and 145 speed?
It's 157 and 153. I'll have you know. I think it's 153 speed.
Still outspeeding the metagame, by the way.
Yeah. Dude, I wish they would make that thing legal because it just outspeeds Calyrex Shadow and would nuke it, but they're never gonna make it legal, unfortunately.
I'm not gonna lie.
Going back to
Staring
your
at
original
this,
point.
yeah.
I
Feeney, what are we looking?
What was
think Sage was more disappointing in how horribly he used Kangaskhan than like his actual standings. You know, like Sage going 3 and 4. Yeah, it's a rough season for him, but like
Didn't he use
I don't.
Kangaskhan like 4 times and that's it?
Yeah, one of them was in like a troll game when he was running like full support Kangaskhan.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of depressing.
Like
That
I know he didn't bring it his first 2 weeks because I was clowning him for it.
like that Mon is so good to just not be used. You can find so many ways. It has insane coverage too, right? Like you can find so many ways around so many drafts and be completely fine. Like it doesn't have to be always the fake out power up punch fucking sets. It'd be realistically.
I swear we never saw Seismic Toss Kangaskhan once.
Saw it in my prep.
Yeah, I think it's a demon, isn't it?
Oh, it's a demon. Where it why it didn't make it to the main games, we will never know. I
Gee,
honestly,
gee whiz, Batman. I wonder why.
honestly, like Sage's draft was really solid across the board. It does hurt that you have to give a Terra to your opponents, and depending on your opponents, that could be 1, 2, or even 3. In my case, but it does suck that I think for both Fireman and Sage, like having these really dominant Pokemon and having a well thought out draft to only just barely come up short. I know Feeney went 1-6, was last in the division. That was the highest rated draft, but I feel like it hurts more to have a high rated draft and just barely miss out
I think
on top
technically
4.
Feeney and Sage tied for the first overall, if I'm not mistaken. I think they both tied, but with knowing how good Sage can be. I think it's more disappointing as opposed to Feeney's record.
Oh yeah, if you watch actual gameplay this season, like Sage did all right aside from not bringing the Kangaskhan, but Feeney committed like actual war crimes in his gameplay. Feeney clicked expanding force on his own Pokemon in my match.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he side killed his Pokemon.
Wait, that's crazy.
Why,
That's
why,
heat.
why
That's
did-
awesome, actually.
Why did he do that?
That's tech. I think.
I don't know if he didn't want me to see the set of his Stack Attacka or what, but he just nuked it.
That's gas. You know what? Props to him. That's gas.
That's a stat padding. I
Yeah, I guess.
should investigate that.
Does the analyzer give you more kills for killing your own Pokemon?
I don't know. Spoilers, I
Please.
think I'm rewriting the whole analyzer over the break to make it easier. Someone gave the idea of throwing together a Discord bot to make game entry smoother. I don't know that I'm gonna go that route, but I'll definitely work on improving things.
There's a Pokemon League I used to play in that it was you know who Ishan is, right?
Yeah.
He had like a draft bot that would automatically input the Pokemon into the sheet, and he did the same thing with like battles and all that, and it was pretty cool. But it also broke down like pretty often. So
Yeah, I think I won't get like too much into it, but I think I'm just gonna use like Google App scripts that you can just put the links into one spot, click a button, and it'll automatically like do all the entry stuff. And I can open it back up to other people and restrict edit on certain pages.
it's pretty good. I like that. But do we trust everybody in Titan? Probably not.
No, they're only gonna have access to click the one sheet that lets them submit their result.
Mhm.
That's it.
I'll find a way.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, that.
Gamag six.
Um,
Gamag winning. Pretty silly. Fun
I'm
Fluttermans.
honestly
Arceus.
surprised he went 6-1. Like, I
Really?
understand that Fluttermane is a broken Pokemon and Gamig's a very, very good player. I think arguably the best player in the league, but his team is 3 Pokemon. Sorry, he has relevant 4 Pokemon.
Oh. Yeah, but Ditto. I was talking about this with Gamegate after I delivered the only loss he took, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. His best mode isn't, in my opinion, isn't when he's spamming 5 Fluttermanes. It's when he's taking a high point mod from another guy and putting it on his team. Like when he played versus me, we were very confident that we could handle like 4 different Fluttermanes out there. If he had just taken my Iron Hands and put it on his team, it would have been very, very difficult. And that's what makes that draft really lethal, is that every single week there's 20 different modes he can go
Oh,
based on like
I
what he wants to
agree.
steal, what he wants to copy, all that jazz.
Kiora said the same thing about prepping for me, that they didn't even try because I can bring 5 different Pokemon on their draft and each one destroys them in a different way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he gets 2 Terras, so it's like, what do you even do?
I feel like the other Pokemon are so inflexible and like his utility is pretty bad that I'm just surprised he went 6-1. Like I'm not surprised he made playoffs. I'm not surprised he like had a winning record. I just would have expected like 4-3, 5-2. You know,
Mhm.
more of a harder season for him than it actually was.
That is fair. All right, on to the less depressing stuff. On drafts. Most of
My
these are
boy
pretty positive.
Major!
Yeah, most of these are pretty positive. Um, again, biggest surprises was probably Cobb going 5-2, second in the group. And get to the playoff bracket later, but guy played
Oh my
pretty
god,
well this
sorry.
season.
I just pulled Cobb's draft stuff. How the hell is this 5-2?
Z move.
Like it's
It's just Z move cap.
Oh my god.
The funny thing, he didn't actually use a Z move against me in our game. He forgot. I don't know how you forget, but he forgot.
He has 0 resistances to anything. His only like air quotes, like hard-hitting Pokemon is Terrakion. I guess Mamoswine.
Choice Scarf Terrakion. It's gas.
Like when Incineroar is one of your highest offensive stats on your draft, something is wrong.
Doesn't it have a base 115 attack?
It does.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not
Not in
crazy.
today's day and age, man.
Well,
How
obviously,
did Cobb play against Cherry? Yeah, how did Cobb play against Chelsea?
I think
I think
he
he
only brought
won.
3 or 4 Pokemon.
He brought 5 Pokemon in one.
Porygon, Incineroar, Mamoswine, Kilowatch. Yeah, he gets 5.
And still
Oh,
came out on
this
top?
was the one where Chelsea was like, "How is Mamoswine that fast? He's just a fat fuck."
Oh. Oh.
Dude,
Oh,
Chelsea's
okay.
inexperience is so fucking funny. I'm sorry. It's just so funny. When she sends, like, Google AI telling her
Oh,
what
Google.
to do mid-game.
Does Z move work through taunt?
Does...
I think it was, can Z moves be encored? And I think that is a
Oh, Encore.
legitimate.
Yeah.
I think that is a legitimate question if you never
Yeah.
played Gen 7.
I fucking hate
Now
Gen
trusting
7.
the Google AI on it, little crazy. But I think that is a legitimate question. I think I myself would Google during a match.
That would be pretty funny if it could be encored.
That would be wild. Let's see. I mean,
That's
Cobb being up there, I'm, you know, I can't. It's hard to look at his team and just look at the record and just think, oh yeah, that's a second place team right there. I think the same goes for Nezumi as well. I felt a little what Nezumi's team wanted to do. It felt like everyone wanted to do the same thing. It's just that spot. But here we are post regular season, and they are sitting comfortably at 5-2, second in the Sapphire division.
Yeah.
Honestly, looking at all 4 of these, Cobb's is the worst. Like looking at
Worse
the
than
actual
BK's?
drafts. Yeah.
I don't even remember what BK's was. I just remember giving it a bad note.
BK
It's the
BK is
Goldango Indeedee
yeah.
with the Zadu commander. I don't know. I think having Z moves kind of buffs this team a little higher than being able to see the entire team.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of ignoring the commanders and just looking at the actual pieces around them.
Well, you have to
Uh-huh.
include the commanders, unfortunately. So it's like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
It's the name of the game.
But I'd also rather have Goldango, Dragonite, Arcanine, Great Tusk than, a bunch of offensive support
I
Pokemon.
hate Great Dusk. I hate that Pokemon so much. I hate Great Dusk.
all of those mons get walled by Tapu Fini.
Fair.
I
I'm
think
not
that's
saying
just,
I'm not saying he'd win the 1v1, but I think it's a better draft.
Cohesiveness, like both of these are foul, but
Oh yeah, 100%.
Goldango loses
I
to
just-
Fini?
Yeah.
oh,
Water resist steel, so it's neutral. And Fini's like the fattest special thing on the planet.
I actually haven't looked at top of Fini stats. I'm just gonna look it up on my phone. I want to see.
you can
Pretty sure it's over 100 special defense.
you get Nature's Madness. You get the Tapu Finium.
Yeah,
Z.
it's 130 special defense, Chris.
What's his HP status? Is it like over 100?
70.
Oh.
7.
That's pretty good.
But the Spadef is still very
Spadef
monstrous.
is crazy. It's kind of like Lele, If you're looking at like, I'm just going off my Pokemon. It's like Lunala. It's like a 137 base special defense. It's just insane. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Looking at Nezumi's team, I also think this isn't quite as bad as I originally thought when we did these draft ratings. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this draft is good, but there is like actually a core Trick Room mode on this draft that is pretty solid.
Yeah, being able to run weakness policy Solgaleo and Trick Room is kind of nasty.
Like, I think looking at this draft is hard carried by the Solgaleo Ursaluna for a Graph Prim mode. And that your Tapu Koko is just sitting on the sidelines being a cheerleader.
What did Tapu Koko doing? It's just it's just like Life Orb, Choice Facts, Choice Scarf.
What do you mean? That's a
that's been the
prankster
user.
screens mod if I've ever seen one.
Prankster screens on Koko. Yeah, we.
Yeah, because he's 130 speed. That's basically prankster.
Oh yeah. I wish.
There you go.
Dude, I wish Tapu Koko was Prankster plus Electric Terrain. Actually, don't do that. That would be bad. Don't do that.
But yeah, Nezumi having strong attackers in Solgaleo or Soluna, Prim, with valuable support under Trick Room is solid. You really can't ask more team. I think this honestly Major also after the free agency really fixed their team identity as well.
I think his team is crazy. I honestly think it was a top 5 draft if it had Iron Crown originally. But
I'm
it
a
did
D1
not.
hater for Mega Men, so I can't say that in good faith.
What are we hating for?
I don't even know how many of these people actually even had like the worst draft in their group. Looking back at it, I don't know if I agree with any of this.
Well, I just went back, looked at the content, like kind of did averages for who had the worst draft, and was like, okay, I'm
Damn,
just gonna go off the content.
the averages
Wait,
killed some people
Chris,
then.
you definitely missed one. The Pengu's Allegiant Pokemon's team was the worst on my day.
I was gonna say like that's not like that.
Yeah, no, you
I didn't
definitely
like God's
missed
draft.
one.
I probably did forget that one. That one was pretty bad, but
I understand trying to forget that one on purpose.
But you gotta understand.
Okay, the issue is I did one for every group, and Ops was the lowest for Ruby, so I just stuck it there.
Enough. You know, it's
Well,
better to hype Cobb up than you know, tear Penguin down.
Poor Penguin, man. I hope he comes back and like rejuvenates
I think
himself.
I think he filled out the format vote, so that's usually a good sign.
Awesome.
Don't
We love that.
don't draft double lotties. Don't do it.
Yeah, I love the Lotties, but no mega form kind of just feels bad on them.
Dude, if this was Gen 3, this draft would be crazy. Or like Gen 4, this draft would be insane.
Doesn't have Arcaludon? Yeah, bro.
We're ignoring
Gen
that
4.
one. We're
Arcaludon in Gen
ignoring
4.
Arcaludon. We've got
Arcaludon with no ring.
Zapdos, the Lotties, Venusaur, Empoleon, Gliscor.
Yeah, when are we going back and doing like a Gen 5 draft?
I would unironically be down to do a what's it called? Where you take an old format but you add the new Pokemon into it. Like a demake format.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you've seen that where people do like a Gen 1 demake where you add like Iron Bundle into Gen 1.
No, don't do that. No, no Iron. No.
So it uses like the Gen 1 like game engine with all its fucking weirdness. You're only allowed to use the moves that existed in Gen 1 that are in Iron Bundle's move pool, and it just has to fucking ball up, and it's so funny.
What is it even?
I think Iron Bundle actually got banned from Gen 1 demake, by the way, because it the way the special stat works is it has like the equivalent of like 150 defense and 150 special defense at the same time. While having 100% accurate Blizzard that can freeze for 3, or that has like a 40% freeze chance. Like, it is one of the most broken things in that metagame. But I think demake's an interesting format.
That is funny. Like going back to like old rules. I think it was Gen 4 or Gen 5 that had infinite weather.
It was Gen 5. That was the Weather War season.
Everything up to Gen 5 is infinite weather.
Yeah,
but I think Gen 5 is when like Politoed and Pelipper got Drizzle, right?
Yeah,
it is. But Gen 3 singles is solely dominated by does your Tyranitar get sand up or not.
Gen 3 singles. Oh hell no.
I love Gen 3 singles. It's my favorite format.
Dude, who did I play against? You were in the call McFeeds. I played against like Coco or Thunder and like Ranbats every generation. That was fun.
Oh, Yeah, I've done that with Thunder and Gamagate, and they both cook me. I'm so bad at singles.
I hate singles, but it was fun. I think I barely lost to Thunder though, because I didn't know any of the old formats like at all.
Yeah,
or,
I
like, any
think I
Pokemon.
think Gamagate like 7-2'd me, and I think I like lost 5-4 to Thunder.
Yeah,
And I only won like Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. Because I like the old formats.
I think I beat Thunder
Um,
in Gen 9, Gen 8, Gen 7, Gen 6, and then lost every other one.
my problem with doing an old format thing is there's just not a lot of Pokemon. So like if you do like the really interesting stuff, you do like Gen 3 before the physical special split where things get like really weird. Um there's just not enough Pokemon to do a draft.
Yeah.
So you're like first pick Metagross and then your second pick is like fucking Spheal. Because, you know, all the other Pokemon are gone.
Yeah. Alright, moving on. McFeeds and Scrafty had not seen this slide, but what do we think?
Oh,
Biggest
Oh.
disappointment. On my own draft, in the league, overall.
yeah. Where
we-
are we heading with this?
I did overall disappointed.
That
Overall.
Sage does not know how to use Mega Kangaskhan and complains about how
Ye-
bad it is.
Yeah, that. How can
That- that-
how can this draft be bad? Not using Mega Kangaskhan. That's how you make it bad. And I don't even think it's bad without Mega Kangaskhan. But
I will say, looking at this with fresh eyes, his special attacking side is extremely weak. And yes, he has like 6 Pokemon that are immune to Intimidate. It's only 3, but, you know,
so
whatever.
we're disrespecting Overheat Magmortar right now in Road
Yeah,
Mountain
yeah,
Mars.
yeah.
L Smash Blast.
Dude, I'm so sad I never got to run that in through the
Shell Smash
generations.
Water Spout. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That sounds
But
Tech.
I feel like this is like the Easton draft from several seasons ago where we all went into it and we're like, oh my god, this draft is gas. And then in actual practice, it's not quite as good as we think it is. And some of that's like the format limiting. Like having to play this into like certain commanders where they're, you know, disabling things, or like Scrafty said, like this draft is giving you an extra Terra. And so like having to play around 2 Terras or 3 Terras is really annoying.
I mean, sure, that's fair, but like at the same time, you would think that some of that gets nullified by the fact that your team is it just feels like disgusting and pretty good. I get the special side of things. It doesn't look too great, but getting access to priority Tailwind with Mega Kangaskhan Commander ability and Wartortle Follow Me and I guess Magmar Follow Me as well, and like all these other things that you can use with Mega Kangaskhan Commander ability. I don't know. It just feels bad to say that this draft was a failure and didn't make playoffs, and it's not continuing.
No, I mean, I think that's really the only huge disappointment that's like happened.
Well, I've got
There's a
another
lot of
one.
like, there's a lot of minor ones. Like I should have gone better than 4-3 with the draft I had. It's very upsetting I didn't.
I've got another big disappointment one, like on the same level as this,
Okay,
and
go fire, go fire.
that is Carito going what 0-7.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean, well,
I feel like while I didn't think his dude the Mega Kangaskhan's cursed actually. I just
Yup.
realized they both have Mega Kangaskhan.
Both are Mega Kangaskhan
yeah,
Commander
but
teams.
to be fair with Carito gave up like 2 games in the season.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And I'm just more disappointed with Carito as a player than I am with, oh my god, his draft was cracked, because like we know that he can show up, and to go 0-7 with like a serviceable draft is pretty bad.
yeah, I agree. All right, we ready to move on?
I got like 2 or 3 more if you want me to keep going.
Where's the
Yeah,
where's
go
the
on.
fire
More
where's the fireman
disappointment.
shout out?
All
Where's
right.
the fireman shout
Yeah.
out?
Oh, I forgot about him.
Oh, at 3.
I was gonna say on a more like lighthearted note, depressed that Chong wasn't able to pull off the like comeback season. Like, I legitimately thought him getting Fortress's Iron Hands was gonna be like a huge turnaround.
Dude, when that guy said I'm going back to Prime Cheong and then he lost to Dolph, I literally fucking lost it.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny to me. That shit was
Dude,
so funny.
I was in the call with him, and the swing from, because we were just like talking smack the whole time. Like, I wasn't talking about the match, I was talking about my Slay the Spire run, and the swing of him going from, dude, let me watch you Slay the Spire run, this game's over, to, oh my god, the Ho-Oh just crit the Sacred Fire, was hilarious.
It's
Okay.
that's funny. That's pretty funny.
Well, small shout out to John. Who's next
And
on the list, McFeeds?
my last disappointment is that Chelsea is in playoffs, so I have to deal with this fucking thing.
Bro, she
Surely
Chris,
the
go win,
person
buddy.
Oh my
surely the
God.
person who's Googling does hydro pump work in the rain? Like, come on, people. We can take games off of that. I believe in you.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
Chris, you're 7-0
I
for a
did
reason, man.
I did my job. Hey. That's
Do it
only regular
again.
that's only regular
Do it
season, bro.
again.
They actually had the second best differential in that group.
Yeah, I will say, in Chelsea's defense, I think overall she played extremely well, especially for being newer to this and really only playing, it sounds like, a couple regulations in Gen 9. And this is like a very weird format. But yeah, I kind of wish, like, I had her draft ranked quite low, even though I thought Arcanine Commander was really strong. And I thought more people would be able to take games off of Arcanine, and I wouldn't be seeing it.
Nope.
That's fair.
You have to deal
I
with
would
it.
like to.
I'm gonna
I got
purposely
2
lose, and
cents.
you're gonna win, and you're gonna have to deal with that.
Oh.
I mean, I also think Strix's matchup in Arcanine is ass too, so whoever
Mhm.
wins is just getting boned.
It's
You're just
literally
sending.
everybody on
Chelsea.
our side of the bracket is literally getting
Nope,
fisted by
not
Arcanine.
Kaora. Kaora, Arcanine does not turn off a single Pokemon from Kaora.
Wait,
It's true.
that's gas.
It's true.
Love Arcalodon. W
You're
Arcalodon.
just. Hey, I mean, you two could just potentially send Chelsea to semis.
Yeah.
And then
Possible.
what happens if Mr. Julie Jump makes finals and there's Chelsea staring at her or staring at him from across the room? GG.
Listen, I'm clicking Terra Dark Petarant with Poison Gas, and I'm just praying. I'm praying. For this category, though, I would like to put my 2 cents in and nominate Thunder McBusters for not
Oh,
knowing how
yeah.
bad Mega Gengar would cripple his roster.
Dude, that commander ability is so bad. It's so awful.
I
need
tried
you-
for so long making a Mega Gengar draft work, and I just could not make it work, so I decided to pivot.
I need you to know, for like 2 months before the season started, like when I announced that this was the format, and Chris and I had this like doc on the side with potential commander ideas, Thunder told me that he was drafting Mega Gengar. Like, him and Gamig played a Gen 7 duos league where like they played both singles and doubles,
Okay.
and they had Mega Gengar, and Thunder was like in love with it, like convinced it was the most broken thing on the face of the planet, like better than Mega Rayquaza levels of hype.
I mean, to be fair, that Pokemon is extremely good, but the commander ability just makes it so bad.
Thunder was ready
It's-
to draft it before I buffed it. Like,
What was the original commander ability anyway?
you just couldn't switch at all.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. I don't.
think
You
it
still
has-
couldn't switch at all. Like he
I-
got fucked 3 weeks.
Okay, then their switching thing is like really funny, but it's like there's no way the other team should be able to have an effect on your team if they have a ghost Pokemon out. I hate that.
I mean, I was my air quotes a buff to give it some play, so it wasn't just you can't switch.
Like maybe
In
it's
reality, it's probably the harshest nerf out of any commander, except maybe Arceus.
the Xerneas nerf is kind of hard, but like I was gonna say,
I'm
even the
actually
Kangaskhan and the Salamence one are barely even nerfs. The Kangaskhan one was like a buff like half the time because you got like a cheaper Hunt Murkrow.
I will say the Salamence one was my idea, so like maybe shoot me for that one, but I actually think that one is pretty cool, so maybe keep it. I don't know.
hot take, and I've said this before with like Build-A-Deck seasons in the past. I don't think Mega Kanga and Mega Salamence are as utterly dominant and broken as they were previously due to power creep.
I agree.
I mean,
Like
it's
I
true.
think they're like solid A tier Pokemon, which is
I-
crazy to say about them.
You know what? I actually disagree with you for Mega Kangaskhan. I think Mega Kangaskhan is still like a top 3 Mega in a lot of formats that you're not including like primals, I guess. And even when it's in Primalville, it's like top 5. Still.
I'm assuming we're not considering the ZA stuff.
No, we're not considering it at the moment.
I think I would consider Mawile, Gengar, and Metagross over Mega Kanga.
I can't do that. I can't consider Mega Mawile over Mega Kangaskhan ever.
Oh,
That's a hot
can-
take.
Okay. Can we have them both in next split? See who drafts who?
Well, we already know Fireman and I are fighting over Mega Mawile.
Yeah, this is true.
Fair.
You guys should.
Well, don't worry. He'll
draft
just
on the same day.
McFeeds will just rig it and give himself first pick again. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he did not spin a wheel. He did not.
Like, you don't know who made the wheel picker website. It could be me.
Yeah, bro. Alright, moving on. You guys like this slide too?
oh,
Why
Oh.
does the cat look depressed? Also, why the feet? Oh my god.
that was you didn't notice that one.
Also, Chris, why are you asking me what I would look like if I'm black or Chinese? Because that's the only thing I've ever seen the bottom left emote be used for.
Where have you seen
Oh.
this? I've never seen this before.
it was a great Twitter account for a while.
It was a guy who just photoshopped people and said, "This is what you'd look like if you were black, and this is what you'd look like if you were Chinese," and then he'd send 2 pictures.
That's awesome. Alright. Yeah.
Well, you didn't even let us
Yeah.
add. What?
Nope.
What the hell?
No.
You
You just
said,
straight into it.
"Nope,
You hit the
Your
funny
answer,
slide.
your answer
All right,
will
go
be
go
this.
go ahead, Chris. Tell us why.
Tell us
why.
Tell us why he's the most improved. He missed playoffs 2 splits in a row, and he finally made playoffs with one of the worst drafts I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought the draft was terrible. I predicted them to lose every single week, but then he just kept winning. So it's like, what do you do?
Seeing as it's coming from y'all's group, I don't feel as conflicted to say that, this is a bad team. But as far as team review goes, to pilot this and get second place, right?
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Like, obviously, he had 2 free wins in Dorito and Penguin, which is like, sure, I guess. But like, every other matchup was hard. So
I have to go back and watch that Chelsea matchup. I have no idea how this draft won against that.
Encore
Like,
Zero.
if you're not bringing Feeny, how do you beat Ape?
I mean, even on top of
Final
that, you
Gambit?
could just Terror the Ape.
Maybe ChatGPT said to not Terror the Ape.
Yeah, bro, fucking Google Assistant pulled up on my phone. Should I
God,
Terror
can't wait
Annihilate
for
in the top of Feeny? No, you should not do
Can't wait
that.
for
It will not do super effective damage. Okay.
I can't wait for the leagues to split and an actual fully ChatGPT run account wins the lower league.
Is the vote going towards that?
Last time I checked, there's literally 1 vote between the 2.
You should check right now. Give everybody a sneak peek.
I mean, that was this morning, and I don't think
Oh.
it's changed. Yeah.
Nobody else
Season
has signed up.
12
GG.
format vote. Oh, we have 1 extra vote from when I
Oh.
checked this morning.
Is it tied now?
No, it's two up.
Oh,
on
FF.
split league.
I forgot they. Okay, you know what? This isn't Pokemon content. I can't talk about that.
Okay. I feel like we've talked a lot about Jacob already,
Yeah.
and we talked a little bit about Major. I definitely think Major belongs in this conversation for most improved.
What about Strict too?
Nah, no.
You don't
No.
think so?
This is a return to form, not a most
Okay.
improved.
I'm. This is my 3rd season. I don't know all
Gotcha.
the lore.
The very first season Strict played, he made finals. He knocked me out of playoffs. He knocked Easton out of playoffs, I think.
And he
He
knocked
had a
me out
really
of
good run
playoffs.
in his. He had a really good run in his first season.
Yeah, it was.
And then he shat the bed since,
Wait.
and now he's back.
Was it 16 teams made? No, there's no way.
That was a 32.
Was it? Was season 8 32?
Was season 8 Clown Gaming?
I think it was Clown Gaming. I think he.
Oh, then
beat,
it was
he
16.
He beat me, then you, and then made finals. He beat me in quarters. I remember that. It's the only game I've lost to him. GG. Anyways,
Aside from those two, I gotta give a shout out to San Sereno and Snack Talk for having 2 win seasons.
yeah.
Congrats. New record for both of them.
Actually, I want to give big shout out if it's most improved. I want to give it to Spoobert. Spoobert topped his group and went 6-1. It played out of his
Yeah,
mind.
he's having a killer season. I helped him a lot with draft prep, and then did not help him at all during the actual season. So it's been like gameplay all him.
Yeah, that was the main thing. I kept like knocking him down in content because it was like kind of just kept thinking he was getting help, and he wasn't, because I talked to him about it like week 3 or something. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not getting any help." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool."
I think week 1 last season, Billy and I ran like 40 mocks with him, and then we just didn't help him at all for the rest of the season. Like we super over prepped him for week 1, and then week 2 he's like, "All right, when are we prepping?" And Billy and I are like, "Ooh, we're busy."
Poor guy.
But I think he has a really straightforward, clear to execute draft, and that works very well with the way he plays the game.
I mean, even there's been like a couple series he's played. He's like, he's asking me questions, like asking how he could play better, and he's taking the pointers and he's like seriously putting them into like his mindset of how can I predict plays, how can I get better, how can I see what the obvious play is and play around it. It's like very happy to see him improve.
Yeah, I'm happy he's gotten so into it, because he was talking about potentially dropping after last season.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like he really got into it this season.
That's good. I very happy with that. Glad he's not playing Teemo and Singe in League of Legends and he's playing some Pokemon.
Dude, he asked for Heimerdinger in that game last night. I wanted to shoot myself.
All right. Any other comments? Any other shout outs we have? No?
I think we've covered all of them.
Okay. There's a playoff bracket. This might be one of the most lopsided playoff brackets I've ever seen.
All right, well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think Scrafty might be advancing to the round.
He might.
Yo, but it was cinema.
I also want to go off that limb.
Everyone watch it. It's cinema.
It was a bang. It was a banger game.
You know, Superfan can kill something. I didn't.
We did not know that Superfan could kill things.
Yeah, rounds up.
We didn't know.
He literally got Rabone beat a 1.
No. It rounds down McFeeds, but it always does at least 1 damage.
Oh,
so
so you put it at literally 1 and then clicked Superfan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, completely like super side note. You know how Protect is like pretty good?
Yeah.
It's getting super nerfed in Champions.
Oh, it's 8 PP now, right?
Yes.
Okay, realistically, how many VGC games are you playing that are going more than 8 turns?
Well, it's fair, but like still, it's a crazy nerf.
It's not going to be like game changing, but it will have an impact. There will be people that lose games because they run out of Protect per P.
I think this affects 1% of games, and yes, that is a notable difference. But I don't think it's enough of a difference to be like, oh my god, the format's changing.
We aren't
horribly.
singles players here, but that like crazy nerf stall in singles, like that is.
Oh yeah, it's stall.
No, the thing that
Stall's
killed
dead.
stall in singles was the fucking healing move nerf in Gen.
Yeah.
Was that Gen 9 or Gen 8?
Wish.
Where they just halved the PP of all recovery.
Yeah.
moves.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't remember that, but
Yeah, recover used to be 32 PP.
okay.
Game
yeah,
Freak hates big stall.
Oh,
is
shit.
what it is.
Go back.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
Do you wanna? Do you want to talk about the bracket generally, or do you want to go down like every matchup?
We could. I don't think it matters.
Speedrun that.
I mean, we could
Yeah, we
speedrun
could
matchups
speedrun.
and then like talk about like what we kind of expect
Oh,
from
we
it.
already
Well,
know what happens in round 1.
I believe in the Fortress upset for the first
Yep,
one. He's got it.
yeah,
Surely.
I believe in that
absolutely.
too. I believe. We
Um,
believe in you, Fortress.
I think
Realistically,
the Kentucky Michigan matchup is probably the closest matchup in the whole bracket for first round.
I agree. I actually kind
No, I
Uh,
think the McFeeds strict matchup is pretty close. That's like my matchup to watch.
Nah, that McFeeds guy's washed. He surely can't win.
Honestly, I think this is the most deep match.
I actually think that water Big Booty Bronzong is gonna be a crazy match.
Yeah,
in the group.
that's the other one that I think is a really good first rounder.
It's only kind of tricky because Bronzongs doesn't care that much about Tailwind, so Zygarde isn't like that good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think. Actually, you know what? I'll give a win the split second against Jacob. I think.
I think I'm also gonna give a win to Split Second over Jacob because he has a really good tools to break through Tapu Fini.
It's that plus, like, I know we give him shit all the time for it, and talking to him and stuff with his creative ability to find some niche shit for matchups is like through the roof. So I kind of believe in that when it comes to playing against like Z moves and stuff. I think you can find some way to not make them obsolete, but turn something like that into his favor, like any Omni Boost or something like that.
Yeah, I think as long as he doesn't get too far in his own head and overcook.
Yeah, once he overcooks, it's like he just loses, like he did against me with Choice Specs Entei, which was
No, it gets Eruption Dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
dude,
tried
that's not
clicking
bad.
extra sensory into my sneeze slur, and it died. That was funny. I actually haven't really paid attention to Big Booty Bronzong's team. Water's team, I know I did a feature in my content, and I really like this team. I don't like. Okay, not again. If I just gotta remember what Big Booty Bronzong's team is. If
He's
anybody
It's
has
the
any.
Water
Ninetales
main.
Chi-Yu with Pikachu
Yeah.
Commander.
Ooh, that's the level 100 stuff. Oh.
Yeah, dude, the Pikachu. I've helped Big Booty Bronzongs prep for like all their matches, and this Pikachu Commander is not balanced. It is so ridiculous.
I
Ooh.
will say Water has some good special walls and has a lot of really good disruptive options. And if they want to both play a matchup in the Sun, Ogerpon the Hearthflame is one of the hardest hitting Pokemon in Sun. Obviously it's no like choice specs Chi-Yu Overheat, but like it hits like a fucking truck.
Right.
So I don't think it's as lopsided as it would like appear with like, oh, Water's got a bunch of like Gen 7, Gen 6 powerhouses, and Boopy Bop has like the new wave of OP stuff. I do think Water is a bit of an uphill battle, and he'll have to get a little creative since on paper he's just outsped.
Oh yeah, Chiyu, Ninetales, Raging Bolt, Ogerpon, Hearthflame, and Tornadus. Yep.
Oh, he also has Ogerpon Hearthflame. Alright, ignore what I said about that.
He has Ogerpon, Hearthflame, Chiyu, Raging Bolt, and Sun. Like
I really think the only like saving grace for Water is potential Swamp Mode or Grimmsnarl. Like I think Grimmsnarl needs to put so much work into this matchup for it to be Water favored.
Grim is such a good Pokemon for
Agreed.
um specifically for Water in this matchup. Obviously, like you said, it's going to be key. Um, especially with Reflect, Light Screen, Fake Out, Spirit Break, maybe Parting Shot. Parting Shot's gonna be
Priority Thunder Wave.
that, but I think Parting Shot's gonna be so huge.
Yeah.
Into this team, like I think if you can play your Parting Shots well and play your switches with your screens up, I think you're in really really good shape to win. But I think one wrong move and you just lose the game on the spot.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Anyways, Easton's Starmies and Spoobert.
I mean, Spoob just 2-0'd him 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't even fucking close. I can't do Spoobert's laugh, but like to quote the man, like insert gremlin laugh here. He has no rock resists. Insert another gremlin laugh.
No. Are you willing to bet money against Easton in playoffs?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah. This isn't Little Cup.
True,
He's
true, true. My
nerfed.
bad.
This guy wasn't even around for Little Cup. Neither was I, but
I've heard the stories.
I do think Easton can upset here. I really think this is another one that could go either way. It's like Foob's right. Easton's checks for Iron Boulder are non-existent, especially after a Tinkaton ban, and he's really gonna have to cook to find an answer to that. And the question is, does him cooking to find an answer for Iron Boulder warp his matchup so much that something like Iron Bundle starts to take over?
I mean, maybe, but I mean, you can never count out. You can never count out Flutterman. You could just never do it. It's just like stupid, dumb
Fair.
Pokemon. I think he has. I think Easton has a lot of like, not I wouldn't say mid Pokemon, but he has like a lot of stuff he can use to cook with. And knowing Easton, I wouldn't put it past him. He finds a way to deal with the Iron Boulder and find a good way to win.
I mean, I think Easton's probably the second most creative battler in like the whole league. So if anyone's gonna find some weird shit, it's gonna be him.
So you give him most creative too.
Gamig. It's
Oh,
not even close.
that's fair. Yeah, the more I look at Easton's team, I think he can do it, but this Iron Bundle is going to be such a nightmare for him.
I think the Togetic's also a nightmare for Easton to deal with. It
Yeah.
shuts down the Fluttermane so hard.
It shuts down Flutterman. It shuts down Gouging Fire. The only like good answers that he has into the Togetic is like Bisharp and Crobat. I guess Roserade too. And never mind. He has good answers.
There's answers.
The
There
more I
are
look at it,
answers
it
there,
just-
but it's not the stuff you like want to be bringing. You know?
I
How
think-
much do you want to commit in order to check a certain mon?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously there's
In
like
which
the-
case,
Go ahead.
Togetic is not the only threat on that field.
Yeah, no, that like obviously if you have Togetic Iron Bundle on the field, it's like Simon caught. What do you do?
So top half of the bracket overall, I think it has better matchups than the bottom half of the bracket. Like as far as like competitiveness. But I
Okay.
think overall is weaker than the bottom half of the bracket, if that makes sense.
In terms of like team strength.
Yeah. I think you not making finals off this top half of the bracket means you ran into a roadblock of a bad team matchup and that's it.
Well, I mean, I could just like eat shit.
Yeah, you could. You
You
could get in a
click
car
struggle
accident
bug
on
on
the way to play your
Contrary
game.
Dialga.
You know we should have done. We should have like prepped Snack Talk and got Snack Talk in there and have him face Scrafty round one.
Oh my lord.
Like,
but
don't
now
get me
I have to
wrong,
deal with the Arcanine.
I would love for Spoob to make finals. I'd love for like Water to make finals, but I really think this is like Scrafty and maybe Boop Beep Bop if he doesn't trip over his own shoes too much.
I wouldn't count on that.
Because I feel like he's another person who cooks way too hard sometimes.
Yeah. Anyways, we can go to bottom half now. I like Major's team, but I think this guy just loses.
I think if
Okay.
Gamagate's going to lose, it's going to be this matchup.
I would, yeah. This
I
is
want
probably
I want
toughest
to
match.
believe in Major so much. He has no Terra and his only ghost resist is Murkrow.
And doesn't Ditto get 2 terrors, so this guy has 3 terrors
Yep.
in his
Yeah.
disposal. It's very hard. It is very, very hard.
Yeah, but like, how many teams would you say have a good matchup into this draft though?
Not many. That's for
I'm
sure.
not sure there's any. And I think that this
who-
team does have like some hitting power.
Who beat
Major
Gamma
is
this
also
season?
pretty creative. He'll bring heat like to certain games when he's prepping for it. So
Who
I think
beat
there's a
Gamma
chance he
this
brings
season?
something crazy. And I did,
Oh, you did.
but I beat
The
him
DL
week
did.
1 before he like got into the groove of this team when he was just autopiloting, bring 4 Flutter mains every week.
I mean, if I remember correctly, he almost lost to Chong.
Oh yeah, that is
Well,
true.
hey, losing to Chong is no disrespect. You know, Chong's
It's you know
good players can lose to Chong.
a lot of
I
disrespect.
could never.
Didn't you lose to Chong Fortress?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
One of his 2
that's
wins.
why you're saying that. That's why.
That's
Yeah.
that's where the LARP is coming from.
Yeah.
Where do you think he got his iron hands from?
Yeah.
I did.
As much
yeah.
as I want to believe in Major here, I think lacking a good way to absorb pressure from Fluttermane is extremely problematic. Because I have a feeling that Gamig is just gonna copy the fucking Murkrow and say your tailwind, my tailwind, and then Fluttermane just runs over the game.
Mhm.
I don't want to completely write off Major in this, just because, out of my experience, these two are probably the toughest people I've fought in terms of prep, just because they know what they need to bring in order to kind of just take over the game. So part of me wants to think like Major can maybe out prep Gamma Gate, but also just saying that sentence alone is a lot of weight behind those words. So because Gamma is probably one of the best builders in this league.
I mean, the question is, did a new roguelike drop this week that he's addicted to? Because, you know, that's the biggest hope for Major right now.
I mean, unless he's spamming Slay the Spire too right now.
I wouldn't put it past them.
But I am excited for this matchup nonetheless. Even if it does feel a little more favored towards one person, I think these two, especially Major's run in this season, it definitely serves as a banger matchup nonetheless.
All right. Moving on. Kiora versus Nezumi is. I actually don't know like actually
This
is an
is-
edge in this matchup.
This is gonna sound bad because I have like a lot of respect for Kaora's like level up over the seasons, but this feels to me like the battle of the shitters matchup.
You know.
You sure? I mean, there's a match down at the very end there.
Oh,
Okay.
true.
Oh,
I forgot
yeah,
about that
my
one.
bad, bro. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you mean McFeeds versus Strict, right?
Oh no, little stuff.
Oh,
Of that.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But
There's a shit.
I don't have like the highest hopes for either of these teams to make deep playoff runs. Like I would be extremely shocked if either of these teams made finals. So I don't. It's kind of like I want to write them both off, but one of them needs to win. You know.
Fair enough. Ah.
I do think on paper Kaora has. Oh wait, no, there's a Tapu Koko. I was like, wait, Kaora
Koko.
has the upper hand because Amoonguss and Trick Room is fucking impossible to deal with. Your whole team ends up asleep. But there's some electric terrain, so maybe that's not a reality.
There's electric terrain, but like I'm looking at it. This Arcalon goes unchecked if Ursaluna is dead. So
Air Balloon Arcalodon coming in. You've heard it here first.
there's Air Balloon Arcalon. I guess Lilligant, but doesn't Kiora have a Freak there? So it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be super hard to hit this Arcalon. If you are Nezumi, then you need to find a way through it. If you can find a way through it, congratulations, you probably win.
I mean, Nozumi's pretty damn bulky, and Kaora doesn't necessarily have the like hardest hitting attackers.
This is fair.
How does? I mean, I don't think Arcalon
definitely can't spam Electro Shot when you have Lightning Rods up Strika.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, it's like, let me look at this draft again.
I mean, I do think the combo of Arcalodon plus Basky Legion goes incredibly hard into this team. They like cover each other perfectly.
Mhm.
Like yeah, Arcalodon can kind of check Prim, which is the only thing that's really checking a Basky Legion.
Right.
Like kind of Coco, but like, do we think Coco's coming on a Trick Room team?
I mean, maybe.
And
Like, it's good.
even still, Archalodon's pretty good in a Coco. Like it quad resist. Oh no, Steel doesn't resist electric. It only single resists electric.
I mean, the single is resist electric. It's neutral to fairy. Coco doesn't really have that high of a special attack stat, so like assault vest on Arcalodon, it's just not taking damage. It really is not, especially if it's like something like Terra Flying. Maybe maybe Terra Ground. I guess Terra Ground would be good.
Yeah, I think on paper I'm definitely giving this to Keora, but I don't have the highest hopes for either of them. I will say Keora is the Arcanine Slayer looking at his draft. So if, Cherry beats Chris, or Chelsea beats Chris, Chelsea beats me, and Keora makes it to semis, he gets like kind of a free ticket to finals.
In a way,
Good.
you do have to remember there's funny prankster Sunny Day, Whims on the other team, so you figure that
Yeah.
out. But,
Also, you
yeah.
can't even be put to sleep by Amoonguss with Electric Terrain.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of need electric terrain. Anyways, moving
there's a lot of stuff.
on. McFeeds versus Strict. McFeeds, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
Okay.
He's not leaking
Elaborate.
it.
I have some tech. I won't talk about it. I'm not in love with what I have right now. We'll see if I change my mind before this weekend. Should probably schedule it with Strict.
That guy's out of the country right now, so good luck.
Oh, I'll
Yep.
take my FF win then. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think on paper this matchup's pretty hard for me. We'll see.
Yeah. The more I look at it, it's like you don't have good answers into his team. It's so bad. This
Yep.
matchup is so awful for you.
Yep.
Like
I said, I'm in hell.
you're basically. I feel like you're basically praying that Heatran goes off, but like there's a Primarina, there's a Moltres, there's an Ursaluna. Like
I've got some tech. Don't you worry.
I'm not worried. Nobody said I was worried. I just think it's
Can't wait to see how this match goes up. And if you're stealing any mons.
actually.
I'm just saying. Chris says Heatran needs to get there. There's 5 Heatrans coming, buddy.
Yeah, bro. Good luck against Earthquake Ursaluna. They all
They
can't
all
hold
just-
Air Balloon.
One of them's
One's
Terra
air
Flying,
balloon.
one of them's Air Balloon, the
One's
other's Terra
Shuka-
Grass.
Yeah, Terragrass, Shukaberry.
Yeah.
We pull out all the stops for this Ursaluna just to get like O-code by Primarina.
Just to get O-code by Primarina, Glastier's gonna have a 2.5 stat boost in fucking Trick Room. Like, it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think on paper this matchup fucking sucks for me, and it's Wednesday night and I haven't prepped at all yet.
Wonderful.
You know who has prepped?
Not Strict, he's out of the country.
Not Strict. I have, and I'm still scared. It is what it is.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your
No.
matchup down there.
No.
Let's talk about our host's matchup here.
Can I leak the absolute atrocity of a set you sent me?
Which
Or
one?
are you actually running that?
Which
I'll DM
one?
you. I'll DM you.
Okay, hold on.
While these guys are figuring
Oh,
out
no,
the
I'm not
atrocity.
running that, but I really should, just for fun.
In the regular season, Chris won the matchup, so I would still bet on it. But it'd be very funny if Chris got one and done. So That's kind of what I'm
probably-
rooting for.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad you lost today, asshole.
Yep. Dude, that Scrat was the one matchup I was praying to avoid. I was like, I think I can win versus the other guys. I think I cannot beat Scraft. It's impossible.
Everybody was begging me to go against Chelsea, and I still don't know to this day why.
Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Anyways, are you gonna leak that set, McFeeds, or you we keeping it under the rug?
That's
That
up
shit-
to you. Am I allowed to
that-
say it?
You, can
You
do
said you
whatever
wanted to bring
want.
it.
That
Oh,
is
all right.
spec.
There's no way this fucker was bringing Rocky Helmet, Max Speed, Iron Defense, Tapu Lele.
No, wait, that's not even bad. Why are you flaming?
You know
Because
what?
it
I'm
still
actually
dies in one hit to Rage Fist without it having an item. It doesn't
I'm-
even need to be banded. It can be fucking Citrus Berry and still one tap it.
You just
You know
don't get
what?
it. You don't get it.
I think I am actually glad that you paired into Chelsea, because nobody else will have to suffer this monstrosity of a set.
He sent me his pace, and I said, "What the fuck is the Tapu Lele doing?" He goes, "Oh, it checks.
Dude, I literally
Annihilate.
said it. It checks Annihilate, and then I said Kappa right after.
And then I plug it into a calculator, and it gets its fucking back blown out. Like,
Dude, everything's getting their back blown out by max attack Rage Fist with 4 stacks. Like,
Just don't let it happen.
the Pokemon is
Yeah.
not normal.
Don't let him stack.
Don't let him stack. Simple. That's
Idiot.
the win con. That's the win con. If
all
you
I'm
fail
saying,
that-
Chris, is you better be ready for Tactical Nuke Annihilate, because I haven't seen Chelsea bring it once, and that was the only set I've ever had success with on that Pokemon.
I think you're just
good
bad
old-
with using Annihilate.
The good old Choice Scarf Final Gambit.
Yeah, let's bring Choice Scarf Final Gambit into my Pokemon. That sounds great. You kill
Hey.
you kill the only thing that can deal with most of my Pokemon. Congratulations,
Hey,
you did it.
maybe she's scared of your crazy Lele Cook and needs it gone cleanly. Boom, Final Gambit.
Yep, and then we click expanding first, and here she just loses. Good job.
Yeah, this wasn't a dead giveaway of how exciting that Lele set is. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're just cooked, buddy.
Sure, I am cooked. I did say that. This is true.
Yep.
I will lose.
You're cooked. Fortress is playing on your downfall. McFeeds is laughing at you. It's a really great session, actually.
McFeeds really wants to go play into Arcanine Commander, so he's rooting on your downfall too.
True.
I don't even think McFeed's gonna win. So, thumbs up.
Oh, whoa, hey, dude, don't be toxic.
Okay,
Dude, I agree.
unless Strict like royally fucks up, then
All I'm saying is, Strict has yet to schedule his match with me, so it's an FF win.
fuck
Now,
you.
have I also not scheduled with Strict? Who's to say?
So double FF win. Winner of my match goes to semis.
Yeah.
Hey, that might be the move.
Alright. Biggest matchup of round 1.
I think we kind of covered that already.
Yeah, but I
It
just
was
had it here.
You have to go back. I forgot all the matchups.
Yeah, I can't see the bracket.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going
Amazing.
Scoob Easton.
That's a pretty good one.
Strict McFeeds.
That's a good one too.
I'm still on Gamagate major
think-
hype.
I want Mason to win for the hype, but I'm not,
You know, I'm gonna give it to Split and Jacob. Just because that matchup is actually pretty good. And could go the distance and be really good all 3 games. Thoughts, questions, concerns?
No, I think we're good.
Here's our bold predictions. Mine isn't too bold, but the rest are pretty bold, I think. Yeah,
Chris, I don't
Scraf-
know about your prediction. My matchup against Scrafty Knight's horrible.
You're not making it to finals, man. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, how many PDL seasons have you won?
0, but how many have I been a part of that you'd have won? 1.
Yeah, that's more than the amount you've won.
See, you weren't running what was it? Heavy duty boot Skeledirge in season 7. You were running that shit. I was innovating.
No, it was Heavy Duty Boots Grafii. It wasn't even fucking
Oh,
a Pokemon that was weak to Stealth Rocks.
These are. I wouldn't call these bold. These feel tame at best.
Bro, yeah, I mean, I was the only one that came up with bold one.
what?
Everyone else kind of
I
chickened
I
was
out.
fully
making
believe. I
finals.
fully believe your statement.
No, I think
Like,
Fortress is the only one that's bold.
I don't think that's bold. I like it's like a what
No,
60
I mean
40
it's
at best.
pretty.
No, I
bold.
think it's 70 for Gameg at least, maybe 80.
No way.
Yeah.
I'd put it 80-20. I think it'd be a huge upset if Major wins.
I just think Major is the best shot out of any person. I think if Gamegate wins this round, he
that
probably just
bracket,
wins
maybe.
finals.
I disagree with that.
I also.
I don't
disagree
think he
with
can
that.
beat Chelsea.
Yeah. If Chelsea
Dude, he can
makes
just
it to
ditto,
semis
like-
and so does Gamag, it's an instant loss. Almost. He can
Dude,
bring.
just throw 8 Rillabooms out.
Yeah. He brings
I
one
mean, if we're
Fluttermane and
using
5
Chelsea as the
Rillabooms.
argument, we use Chelsea as the argument as the Gamma Gate counter. I think my statement holds more validity.
Yeah, I do agree with your Chelsea is the easiest path to finals, because I think like on paper expected matchup is she beats Chris, she beats me, she beats Gamagate, and she's in the finals.
Yup.
She
And
has,
even if
like,
I lose to Strix, what Ursaluna, Cresselia, like Calyrex
Hold on,
or
we look at
Hmm.
Strick's team. Give me 1 second.
baby Calyrex?
Trick gets
he
a
can't,
Dialga and
he
a
can't bring
Ursaluna.
Cresselia and Glastrier, so unfortunate.
Yes.
So
Oh no, Ursaluna. doesn't.
he has to choose between it's Cresselia,
Oh,
Glastrier.
Ursaluna's not banned
Does-
by Arcanine. Never mind.
Does
He's
does
still in.
Celesteela count?
Yeah, Ultra Beast
Celesteela
is
counts
Ultra
Ultra
Beast.
Beast.
Okay, so he has to
Yeah.
choose between Celesteela, Cresselia, and Glastrier.
No, it's not as doomed for him. I thought he couldn't bring Ursaluna.
Oh, and Moltres.
I thought he couldn't bring Ursaluna and Chris. If he can bring both of
I
those, he's
think
fine.
Strict is like limited to 5 Pokemon.
He can bring Dialga, one Ursaluna, one of Celesteela, Moltres, Cresselia,
Barely hit 6.
and Glastrier, and then he has to bring Prim, Tangrowth, Sneasel. So
So yeah, 4 of those mons are already locked. It's just a combination, or 5 of those mons are locked. It's just
Hey,
do they
you're
want to
you're not ready for my Weavile, War Turtle, Sceptile to go crazy into Chelsea, because that's all I'm allowed to bring.
True. I'm
Oh,
bringing
no.
fucking Rabombi Riolu if Chelsea somehow meets me in the finals.
Dude, coaching Riolu is gas. Just bring Iron Hands. Love you.
True. What if I just don't though?
My granny got hit by a bazooka. GG.
Yeah.
I think
All
that's
these are
it.
pretty hot.
Alright,
Okay.
I have a follow-up bold prediction. It's not on the slide.
Mm-hmm.
0 Fluttermanes will be in finals.
Mm.
Out of 4 of them.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay. Actually,
So-
you know what? Let's make a bolder prediction. Which commander do you think makes it to the final?
You have to choose one.
Oh,
Why don't we just choose one to win the entire thing? Thoughts?
Like if we're expecting the commander in the finals, which one do we think it's gonna be?
I can't say Ditto because we're on the same side of the bracket. If Gaming and I were on opposite sides of the bracket, I would say Ditto in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you can't exactly do that if I don't.
Oh
pick
wait, no,
Chelsea.
Malamar, easy.
That's Malamar. Yeah.
I'm getting glazed and I don't want it. I don't want the glazing.
I mean, you already
Chris,
beat
say some
Golbat,
facts.
so like, who's gonna beat you now?
Yeah, I did
Crobat,
beat-
he's not ready for Easton.
He's also
Yeah,
not ready for
he's-
split second, bro.
Yeah,
Lock in.
split.
Yeah,
The round
I'm-
one Crobat. He's
I'm
running the
fighting fucking
Zubat
bats.
gauntlet.
Yeah, fighting fucking bats, man. They're just gonna super fang me to death.
You're fucking Mount Moon, buddy. Good luck.
Oh gosh.
Me when I'm running
I
through a
w-
cave and I only see Zubat and Geodude, I want to throw my DS out the window.
I want to put my bets on Ditto making it to the finals. One of the Dittos I feel like could
I think
definitely
we just
make it.
both have such bad matchups into hard Trick Room and Arcanine, and our bracket is hard Trick Room and Arcanine.
What do you mean?
I think the
fast mode, bro.
Pikachu draft can also
Lock
make it. Pikachu Commander is very strong.
I have a great fast mode. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You also have a great Trick Room mode.
No, I do not. Nope, not true. If
That's
you...
alright, I don't have to worry about it. You're losing to Chelsea.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah, but then you have to worry about playing Chelsea, so good luck, bro. Have fun.
Hey,
No,
you're
but
not ready for
it's-
Shell Smash Water Spout War Turtle. It's gonna go insane.
Yeah, bro, with a fucking base 65 special attack, good luck, man.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
if it does the
you
job.
double that and it's basically Xerneas.
Yeah, what happens when Cerdius hits the power herb? Lil Hookah puffs up and clicks Dazzling Gleam. Goodbye. GG.
I have a... Is this the last slide, Chris?
This is the last slide.
I have
You
a
want me to-
question for you guys.
Yep.
Out of all of the undrafted commanders, were there any that you were considering or would draft in a future season? Now that you've like
Can
seen
I
the
like
format.
exit out and open up the PDL shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Kyogre.
There was a while, if Iron Hands hadn't fallen to me, or someone fell to me that I didn't think would fall to me, I was gonna go with Kyogre draft. No, what happened is I thought Kyogre would only work if Crobat was available, and Split took it early. Or otherwise, I would have had a Kyogre draft.
Round one Crobat.
Looking at this again, like my favorite besides Lunala, I don't remember what it was. Let me just look. I think it was Obama Snow because I wanted to try a snow draft. And I
Well,
thought
I
it would be
am-
super fun.
I am shocked that Unknown didn't get drafted. Like when we were doing the setup, I was convinced that Unknown and Arcanine were the problem children.
Well, you nerfed Unknown right before, and I think that dissuaded me from doing it because I was gonna draft it when it was broken as hell.
I mean, it was also Golisopod was. I think Golisopod.
Oh no,
is
Golisopod
still-
was legitimately your opponent does not get to play the game. Like I'm sorry, that thing was not fair.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I think the couple I would do it was Abomasnow, Goldango, Lunala.
We have a Goldango draft, Centrio and Durizen.
No, but I'm saying if I had to choose again, like I
Oh,
would
gotcha.
like
In hindsight, I think the weak commanders are like universally stronger than the other commanders. So probably
Yeah,
one of those guys should have gone.
Chris Thunder and I have talked at length that the way Terra was handled in this format was inherently wrong.
Yeah, especially with like Malamar and Ditto. Those are like the two problem children I see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being honest, I did not realize how broken Ditto was until 2 days before the draft when I was like doing a hee hee ha ha hoo hoo like draft plan.
you know
And was
what?
like, wait a second, this is insane.
You know what I'm thinking about now? Because it's not in the wording of Ogerpon. You could literally just draft like all the types beforehand.
Yeah, that's what what's his face did. That's what Mikey did. He
I mean-
drafted Incineroar and then drafted Ogerpon.
I mean, it's smart. It's super smart. Like the wording isn't there. Like obviously that has to be fixed, but like, you know,
The only one that I planned around that did not get drafted was Hoopa.
what's the Hoopa one?
You get a mythical
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon, but it has to bring a ring target.
I don't even remember what Ring Target does.
It gets rid of all of your immunities.
You know, I'm not even gonna look it up. I don't care that much.
It gets rid of all of your immunities.
Oh, it's okay.
So there's this funny Pokemon called Magearna,
Mm-hmm.
and my draft was gonna be Iron Hands, Cresselia, Hoopa, Unbound, Magearna as my opening 4. And that sounded insane to me on paper.
I don't disagree.
I think Incineroar Commander might have been pretty good too. I never really considered him that much, but looking back at it,
Yeah, neither item.
it's probably at least viable.
I think if yeah, you can't really limit abilities, but I was gonna say like maybe get rid of like Inner Focus or something. But
I also really wanted to make Ampharos Mega work, but every season I try and make Ampharos Mega work, I realize that all the good physical attackers in Trick Room are weak to either Ice or Fairy,
Mhm.
which Ampharos is already weak to.
I tried an Ampharos Mega Draft too, and I just could not make it work.
I was like, oh, let's put an Ursaluna on the team with it. Oh, they're both weak to Ice. GG.
I actually think looking back at this, I would probably also try Xerneas. Like,
I mean, you could Terra the Ursaluna at least, so it's like something.
Fair.
But
I've never gotten to use Xerneas in an official format, and I think it'd be super fun to try, even if
I
you get 3
think
moves.
I do think my biggest regret is I bitched out on not slamming the Terapagos on my day.
Yeah.
Partly because Incineroar already went, and I really wanted Incineroar to pair with it, but I had backups, and I probably should have just went with the backups, because I do really think Terapagos is a nutty Pokemon, and it should have performed better.
You hear that, Fire Mana?
Um, I do think Lunala like massively outperformed my expectations. I thought Lunala was going to be hot trash, and it's been doing really good on both people's teams. Like,
You know
like
what?
prepping, like Feeny didn't like play well, but prepping into it, like a Pokemon's a lot better than I gave it credit for.
I think this is the one time on the podcast I'm gonna take a bow because I love that Pokemon so much. It's so fun.
Surprised Hisui Zoror was not picked. I figured team preview is a pretty big deal when it comes to playing the game. And then the added benefit of not having to bring Zoro or Hisui kind of just throws your opponents up for a loop.
How would you do no team preview in Showdown? Like, I don't know.
There's a thing in the string you can set.
Oh, okay. I see.
Fair point value. Gets a non-commander Terra. Like that on paper just seemed really well.
I think if Victini wasn't after the low tier draft, I think Victini would have been heat.
Yeah, let's just run this season again. We'll draft, and I'll just take Victini.
Yeah. Wait. No.
Yeah, I don't think that slide.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Fluttermane makes it to the finals. Victini, Fluttermane with Chiyu.
I
Yippee!
think I messaged Arisen that this format is going to go into the vault for a very long time and might never see the light of day again.
I actually think it should see the light. I think it just needs to be
I wouldn't
edged
say
out
that.
so much. Like, it needs
like I
to...
think now's the time we can actually make it good. It's just like a good test run to figure out like the glaring issues.
Yeah,
You need to...
need
Okay,
a-
like, tip-top thing, you need... you don't have to do it, but adding more commanders would be good. Like, the Terra thing we already went over. Like, it's not a crazy failure of a season when you take into consideration that it's, like, super experimental, and even for a super experimental season, like, you could look at the couple commanders that made it, like, hell for some people, and be like, hey, these are problematic, we need to either nerf this or buff this, and then, like, add new shit. And maybe you, like, get community takes on it, like, before you release the doc, and everybody has a say.
Everybody had a say.
Yeah, I
18
mean,
months.
I just didn't look at it. I didn't look at it until after. That was a mistake. I should have like done more input, so I don't have any right to complain.
From a personal perspective, as a player, this was my least favorite draft I've had in all 11 seasons.
This is
I
think this is my second favorite draft I've had.
I just haven't really been enjoying the format that much. And then as admin, Chris has done a ton of work, which was nice because I didn't have to be as hands-on this season. But I still fucking hated adminning this season.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of edge cases, a lot of like, well, shit, that's a problem that came up, especially early on.
Yeah, I'm never inputting broken Fluttermane into.
Oh,
into
I
the
gave up
analyzer
on
again.
I gave up on his week 8 match or week 7 match.
I know.
Like I literally just told you just put a W in the win
I
column.
know.
Like that's it.
Because like diff didn't matter. He was number one no matter what.
Playing into that, it happened to me in my week 1 match too.
Oh yeah, you were the
That
one where
was-
the Fluttermanes merged together to form Voltron.
That was so
Yeah.
terrible to play. That was an awful experience. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see HP. His mons were alive, but I couldn't see their HP value. It was so AIDS.
I'm looking at this. I'm surprised nobody took Urshifu. Like, I'm genuinely surprised.
Not being able to click protect is so like.
That while fair, I think Urshifu on its own, like, would just it doesn't make up for it fully, but it, like, a lot of your problems.
If
are,
I
like,
wasn't in the spot I was in draft order, I was gonna do it. If I was like 6th or 7th, I was gonna take Urshifu.
Yeah, nice, bro. We're very mature here.
Because I was gonna first pick Tornadoes. Like, or Whimsy, but I didn't have the opportunity to. They were both gone by the time it got to
He
me.
didn't get it. He's too old. It's fine.
No, I'm just choosing to ignore you.
Oh my god. I think that's it, right? We're all good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It was very, very fun to have you guys on the podcast. I don't think I've actually ever done a podcast with McFeeds before, so this was fun. I think the next podcast that's probably gonna come out is at the end of playoffs, right? Probably. So
I think I'm doing a content thing with Coco and Koopa, but I need to schedule it with them. No set date on it. I'm gonna try and get it done before end of playoffs.
maybe I'll do content for like all playoffs, but I'm not promising anything because if I get demotivated, I'm not doing it. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Me every season.
Yeah. And Thunder this season apparently he didn't do shit for content. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night, day, whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.